Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You're David Calderon?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Calderon, this is your initial appearance in cause number 24, DCCR 1428. You're charged with the state jail felony offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle from May 20th of 2024. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No, ma'am, I haven't had an opportunity. I've actually been working on getting my civics taken care of. And I brought some documentation here to show that.
To get your what taken
My
care of?
civics taken care of as far as like transportation, a job, shelter.
Okay.
Basics. I'm just coming. It's probably been like a month or so since I've been out. Probably like a month and a half.
Since you got out of jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what I do, Mr. Calderon, is I'm going to reset your case about 30 days to give you some time to do a couple things. One, if you don't have a job, try to get a job, obviously, but also try to at least talk to some attorneys to see what their prices are. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. I want you to talk to at least 3 lawyers. I also want you to bring me proof of jobs that you have applied to and things like that. Let's see where you are in 30 days. If you follow all those instructions, bring me the information about where you've applied for jobs, if you've gotten a job, who you've talked to, then we'll discuss whether or not I'll let you fill out the paperwork for a court-appointed lawyer, okay?
I was gonna say, ma'am, I have a paper here showing I just got hired last week at a job, but I also brought some documentation showing my financial status right now and what it is that I'm responsible for.
Bring all that back next time, but at least when you bond out, I want you to at least try to hire a lawyer, okay? If you haven't talked to them, you don't know how much they charge and what your options are, so I want to make sure you do all of that, then we'll discuss your options. Bring all of that also back next time as well, okay?
Can I get a little bit more than a month?
Everybody gets 30 days. Just show me what you've done in 30 days, and then if you need more time after that, if you've done what I asked, then we'll do that.
Yes, ma'am.
But I just do 30 days to make sure everybody keeps doing what they need to, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Step in front of the clerk, she'll give you that reset notice. Good morning. You're Richard Afongwaith, and Mr. Afongwaith's case is set for trial to begin with jury selection next Monday. Again, what is everyone's announcement?
Unfortunately, we had to file a motion for continuance. Mr. Floyd had to have a partial knee replacement last Wednesday. He's under doctor's orders not to sit or stand for long periods of time, and so we had to file a motion for continuance. So I guess our announcement is not very much.
I got the message, Judge. I don't have an issue. I mean, I can't. He's got a medical condition.
Sure. Is there a timeline on that?
So in the next, I think he's got to follow up in 3 weeks, and then they'll reassess what he's allowed to do, right? Because like right now, he's still like at home.
Sure.
So,
Okay, so I'm going to reset the case to the next trial docket to give them plenty of time. Obviously, you guys know this was going to be the number one probably. It's really going to be up there next time. So as far as age goes, I'm going to set it, and if I need to protect everybody, I can do protection orders from our other courts if you need that as well, because it'll be time to get it way past time next time.
Yes, Judge.
Tell him I hope he gets better, and we'll see y'all at the next trial docket.
Thank you, Judge.
You're free to go.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Judge.
Good morning. Are you Cedric Fontenot? Speak up, please.
Yes, ma'am.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Fontenot, in cause number 24, DCCR 1665, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of solicitation of prostitution from March 28th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with? Speak up.
Yes.
I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Macon?
Yeah.
And do you fully understand them?
Yes.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like the agreement that you reached is for a 3-year deferred adjudicated probation. There would be a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding? Do you also understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes.
State tenders number 1.
No objection, Your Honor.
It's admitted. Any evidence that Mr. Fontenot is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
And what about this one as far as history?
Judge, this phone only has traffic.
Okay, so any issues with waiving the pre-sentence report?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Fontenot, I'm going to waive the pre-sentence report. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, defer all proceedings, and place you on probation for 3 years. You're ordered to pay the $500 fine and follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is an excellent opportunity because you do not have a felony conviction on your record. And at the end of the probation period, if you successfully complete it, the case will be dismissed. You'll never have a felony conviction. The other side of that is if you violate any condition of probation, you could be brought back into court, you could be found guilty, which means you'd be a convicted felon, and you could go to the state jail prison for up to 2 years. Do you understand? Also, if you get on this probation, do everything you're supposed to up front, get it all taken care of. I sign early terminations from probation every single day. So if you do it, you don't have criminal history, I have no doubt that you'll be able to be successful. If you get community service, get everything taken care of, it's likely that you can get off before that 3 years as well. All right? I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you have waived your right to appeal. If you'll just have a seat here in the courtroom, probation's going to call you up to her desk to go over your paperwork when she's ready, and she's at that desk right over there, so be watching for her to call your name. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning. You're Maverick Neal. And Mr. Neal, your attorney, Mr. Doyle, is out with some health issues and will be for some time. He's asked that I reset your case. I want to ask you if that's what you want me to do, or if you would like me to consider if you could qualify for a court-appointed lawyer so we can get your case moving. You can wait. So what did he say? I know, but time-wise,
Surgery's in November.
that's what,
I forget how long.
I
But
know.
yeah, but it sounds like it's major.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about. Yeah. Okay, so Mr. Neal, I'm going to reset your case until the first of the year. And so you need to stay in touch with Mr. Doyle. You need to be talking to him, get in touch with him, continuing. If y'all have a contract, pay him whatever you need to do, and then we'll see where everybody is in January. If at that point he's unable to be back, then it will be time for you to either hire another lawyer possibly, or us look at a court appointed, okay? Okay, you're free to go. You're free to go, sir. Thank you. Good morning, ma'am. You're Crystal Calvillo?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Calvillo was previously in court and cause number 24, DCCR 2456, entered a plea of guilty to the state jail felony offense of theft of property. I've received that pre-sentence report. Any additions or corrections to that report?
No, no mistake.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty previously freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 3 years. You're ordered to pay the $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is an excellent opportunity because you do not have the felony conviction on your record. And at the end of that probation period, if you successfully complete it, the case is actually dismissed and you will never have that felony conviction. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, you could be found guilty, and then you could be sentenced anywhere in the range of punishment, which is up to 2 years at a state jail prison. Do you understand? And there's no restitution, correct? Okay. All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you have waived your right to appeal. If you'll just have a seat here in the courtroom, probation, she's going to call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over all of your paperwork.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good luck to you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning. You're Sarah Henderson?
Good morning, yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Henderson, did you get someone hired?
No, ma'am. I got 3 people, but my income might change. So I'm trying to see if I can maybe qualify to.
Who'd you talk to?
I talked to Langston, Scott Adams, C.L. Swisher, and Keith French.
Okay, and what do you mean, your income has changed?
Well, I switched jobs and I'm making a little less, but at first I was making too much to get one the last time I was here.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to see if maybe I qualify to get a court appointed lawyer now.
Why did you switch jobs to make less money?
Well, I didn't really have a choice, so
Okay,
I didn't want to switch.
where are you working?
The city of Beaumont,
Okay,
streets and drainage.
okay. So I'll let you go ahead and fill out that paperwork again. Make sure you fill it out accurately and completely, just like you did last time, and then I'll take a look at it, okay? Step in front of the clerk. Janisha Jackson.
Doesn't apply in the application, don't just hit the closet. And grab the data for
Good morning, sir. You are Christopher Thomas, and will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment
You will, Judge.
as amended on August 19th of 2025?
Correctly amended. We appreciate it. Thank you, Judge. And we have no, obviously, objections to the amendments.
All right, perfect. So, Mr. Thomas, in cause number 24, DCCR 1378, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of criminally negligent homicide from June 6th of 2023. And how do you plead to that charge?
Okay.
And are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily? Ms. Malfino, does the state have evidence with regard to
I do, Judge.
culpability?
I would tender to the court and make it state's exhibit number 2, so it doesn't
Yes.
conflict with the plea papers, which is a report of Detective Thomas from Port Arthur Police Department. I would proffer to the court that on June 5th of 2023 on Highway 73 in Port Arthur, there was a traffic accident that occurred between Mr. Thomas. He was determined to be at fault in that accident. He was driving a semi-trailer and it led to the death of the individuals in that car. We have discussed this many times that there is obviously a big civil litigation pending in this case. So there is no probable cause after the affidavit. I'm assuming it was a direct grand jury, so I would tender her investigative report, Judge, which is just 2 pages, as states 2.
Any objection to states
We
two?
have no objection, Judge.
All right, states two is admitted. Mr. Thomas, I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Gertz?
I do.
And do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like that agreement is for a 5-year deferred probation, a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Do you understand?
I do, Your Honor.
Also, do you understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
We have no objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Thomas is not competent?
None at all, Judge.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of that plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll just give me more information about you, your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. You need to stop and talk to probation on your way out of the courtroom today, and she's sitting at that desk right there. All right, we'll see you back at sentencing. Thank you, sir.
Judge, what time are we going?
1.
1. Okay. I will be here. Get excited.
I'm not.
I'm so excited.
Good morning, ma'am. You're Krishara Bennett? Miss Bennett, did you get someone hired? Who'd you talk to?
Carl Walker,
Okay. And tell me where you are on being able to get somebody hired.
I'm not able to meet the requirements of the payments that they're asking for. I
Right.
do work, but I don't get paid.
Where do you work?
Village Trust for the VA.
Okay. So what I'll do, Ms. Bennett, is have you fill out some paperwork this morning to see if you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. Make sure you fill it out accurately and completely, whatever your income is, whatever your bills are, and then I'll take a look at it. You're going to swear under oath that it's all true and correct, all right? So if you'll step in front of the clerk, she'll give you that paperwork. Marquise Berry. Marquise Berry. Good morning, sir. You're Simon Gobert?
Yes, ma'am.
And in 24 DCCR 0512, Mr. Gobert is charged with the second-degree felony offense of attempt to commit sexual performance by a child. What is the announcement?
Defense needs more time to review any potential plea offer.
We've given an offer, Your Honor. He's got to discuss it with his time.
Okay.
So I believe one more reason.
One more should be good because it looks like you were hired. This was from June, so yeah, this will be the last reset. Make sure you make an appointment. Go visit with your attorney. You know all your options, and when you come back, it'll either be taken care of with a plea or moved to the trial docket with a rejection. Okay. All right, you're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, are you Tracy Boyette? And I'll need you to speak up, please, okay? Thank you. And Mr. Rojas, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
She will, Your Honor.
I'm not sure. They just said it was another counsel, appointed counsel. Is my name on that? Is that? Okay. Sorry.
Everything's moving slow.
At least you have a computer.
I do?
We're down to two.
But as you say that, mine comes up with an error. Thank you, Mr. Rojas.
Look, don't invite it.
An unhandled exception has occurred. If you click continue, it will ignore it. Let's ignore it. See what happens.
Handle your exceptions.
Nope, it's not letting me open it.
It's gonna be awesome when it's honestly it's online. We're on paper.
Oh, and now I just logged myself out completely. I don't know how to do that.
It's gonna be awesome.
I know. Yes.
Enterprise justice.
Can you get it?
No, that's not what I want.
Please, thank you.
All right, you want to try to, here. Good morning, are you Almeda Miles? And Ms. Miles was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty in cause number 24, DCCR 2330, to tampering with physical evidence. I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the report? Are there any additions or corrections?
No, don't worry, Judge.
In addition to this pre-sentence report, I've also received and reviewed a number of jail incident reports. Has everyone had an opportunity to review those? And you're 19? Why haven't you been acting right in the jail?
Most of the reports are not true. One time I did not uncover my face on video. I did, because I was asleep, and she didn't wake me up. Ms. Boa didn't wake me up. When I got here in June.
So she's lying when she says she tried a few times, and then she taps your bed, kicks your bed a little bit.
That day, Ms. Boa never tapped me. And then in June, I got in a fight when I first got here. The girl swung at me first.
Okay.
That's accurate what it says, the girl here with the closed fist.
Yeah, I mean, if you get hit first, that's not the ones that I'm so worried about. It's the... eating at your bunk when you're not, I mean, it's not even big stuff. It's just not following the rules. And if you can't follow the rules in jail, why should I believe that you can follow the rules on probation? When you're in jail, when you're on probation, when you've committed a felony, you don't get to make certain decisions for yourself anymore, right? Now, you're not going to be like every other 19-year-old and get to just do what you want when you want. You're going to have to do what either jail says or what I say or anything like that. If I'm going to follow this agreement based on the nature of the offense and based on the age and all of this, we're going to get you some help up front to be making better decisions. Otherwise, I'm not going to follow the agreement. Things could be a whole lot worse. Do you understand? So what I'm going to do is find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, and I'm going to defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 10 years. You're ordered to pay the $1,000 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. One of those is going to be that you enter and successfully complete the cognitive track of the ISF program. That's a 90-day program. You're not going to get out of jail today. You're going to go to ISF instead, and you're going to hopefully pay attention and learn how to make better decisions. You're still young, you're still immature, but you're going to have to make some very mature decisions if you don't want to go to prison, and that's going to be to help you make those better decisions. Now, here's the thing. If you're in our jail and you start before they send you in the next week or two, or if you're in ISF and you are acting up and not following rules, putting something on your head that you're not supposed to, eating where you're not supposed to or when you're not supposed to, talking about whatever it is, I don't care, then you could be revoked just for not following the instructions. And you'll never get out and even have an attempt at probation. Do you understand? So whatever's going on and whoever your buddies are in there, you need to tell them, just sit there, do everything you're supposed to do. All the playing around's done because you want to get out and make something of your life. And if they don't want to, that's going to be on them. If you keep doing all this, you're going to have a felony conviction and you're going to go to prison. It's that simple. You understand? The part of this probation that is so good is that you don't have a conviction right now. And if you're successful and you complete your probation, you are never going to be a convicted felon. So this is a great opportunity. But if you do violate in any way, you'll be back in here, you'll be a convicted felon, and you could go to prison anywhere in that range of punishment, which is between 2 and 10 years. All right? I've handed you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. Good luck to you. You can go back with the bailiff.
About the re-indictment, I'll just take care of that.
It's a mess.
It was.
I tried.
It was pretty convoluted.
All right, you're Carly Davis and Carly Hoosier, and this is 24 DCCR 1385 and 25 DCCR 1237. And so the state we were going to be here on reviewing bond conditions, correct? And then the state has filed a motion to increase the bond.
Yes, Judge.
And is that in both of the cases or just that one?
In both cases, Judge.
Let me pull this up. I know I took a look at it last week, but.
This one's charged.
And so we've got both of these cases are driving while intoxicated, third or more. The first offense date is from May 6th of 2023. The second from February 10th of 2025. Give me just a second here. No, it's working. It's just working slow. So I've got some history with regard to prescriptions. Some of it's obviously very hard to read, but it looks like prescriptions for alprazolam and something called D-amphetamine. Okay. Can't tell the date. One of them specifically says no refills. I can't read the dates on this.
We can get better photos, Judge. She had had that prescription for,
All right, it shows it expires October 31st for the
Judge, I had a number of questions about those photos myself. I mean, I'm not necessarily, well, I guess I am questioning the validity. This doctor that allegedly prescribed it, this Rajan Desai, there's either an Austin address or a Millburn, Texas address for this doctor. When I looked him up through the Texas Medical Board, and I'm just a little curious about.
So where do you go to the doctor? Where's this doctor from?
From Beaumont, and I do a telemed every month except every 3 months. I go to his office now. I have an appointment with him today now.
Today?
Yes, ma'am.
Where specifically?
Telemed today.
Oh,
Yes,
well, here's what I think I'm going to do based on the nature of what these medications are and the history. Well, are you driving? Okay, I don't know if I already did, but a condition of your bond is going to be, as of today, that you are not allowed to drive any vehicle ever, period. Okay? So if you're caught driving, obviously you'll be right back in jail without, probably without a bond. Mr. Coleman, other than a no driving, is there any other?
No, Judge, I just would like to reiterate, and we put it in our motion, and it sounds like, of course, we read the motion, but, she's got 4 previous DWIs, Judge, and in addition, she picked up this latest DWI while out on bond for a DWI,
Right.
Judge. And that, along with the positive drug test, I think the public safety, the community safety demands some additional assurances.
And Judge, our argument would be that the DWI itself is for the medications. She's been on these medications for.
Well, it doesn't matter if you're on medication and you're
Right.
taking too much medication, then that's a problem.
Sure.
So you can be on these medications and not be.
Also, the failure of the drug test was for these medications.
Right, I understand that. My biggest concern is the fact that if the medications are not being taken properly or too much of the medications, then that's a larger concern with the safety, and I completely understand and agree with Mr. Coleman on that. How'd you get here today? Here's what I want you to do, what I'm going to order you to do. I'm going to order that at your appointment, I'm requiring you to find out and with your doctor, get a prescription for something that is non-narcotic. So something that is not going to cause these issues if in fact our concern is that you are misusing or overusing these medications, then there's other medications that you can take. You need to talk to him today. I want you on your way to be off of both of these medications and on something that would not lead to the issues that you're having. Does that make sense? You need to get that information from him, find out what he can prescribe. I want those to Ms. DeLage, and I want her to get those to me. That is a condition of your bond at this point. If you don't do that today at that appointment and get that information to her, then I'm going to, what I'll do today is not rule on Mr. Coleman's motion, so that motion to raise your bond is still out there. And if you don't get this information and you don't get this done today, then your bond will likely be raised and you'll be in jail. Do you understand? All right.
My only question is, the medication to get off of it abruptly can cause.
I understand that. I'm not saying you have to get off of it abruptly. I'm saying I want the plan and how you're going to do it, what it's going to be reduced to, what it's going to take its place, whatever it is. I want that. You need to tell him that you have been ordered to get off the medications, but obviously that needs to be done in a medical way, but I want whatever that plan is and how you're going to do that, and I want that to Ms. DeLay so she can get it to me tomorrow. Okay? All right, y'all are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning, you're Darius Sparks. Mr. Sparks, did you get someone hired?
I'm talking with Dunham and Jones.
Who?
Dunham and Jones is a law firm.
Uh-huh.
They got a deposit of $750, so I'm setting up.
Okay, and you're working still?
Yeah, I'll get to this.
Okay. And do you know the name of the attorney there that you're talking to?
No, ma'am, it's a widespread piece of that.
Okay. So if you just put Dunham and Jones down, that's who he's, I'm gonna reset your case about 30 days to give you some time to get them hired. If you do, make sure you bring that reset notice to them and they'll tell you what to do. If that's not gonna work out with them for some reason, you can't get them hired, you need to talk to at least 3 others and bring me those names. Okay? Step in front of the clerk, she'll give you a reset notice. Good morning, sir. You're Ray No.
Yes, ma'am.
And in cause number 25, DCCR 0386 and 0387, Mr. No is charged with intoxication manslaughter and the other driving while intoxicated with a child under 15. And what is the announcement?
We are ready to proceed to trial by jury, Your Honor.
Okay, have y'all done a rejection? So what I'll hold it while y'all do. On the tablet, there's a plea bargain rejection.
Okay.
If y'all will get that signed with whatever has been offered that you're rejecting, and then I'll go over consequences, options, all of that, and then we'll get it on the trial docket.
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay.
Get that filed.
Yes, sir, thank you. I'll hold it while y'all get that taken care of.
Thank you.